guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. We have a full show today, but I have a special guest. I mean, you tatted up from the chest, iced out on your neck, got your shades on. I met this.
I'm lit right now. So
okay. And I want to
I gotta put on some shades. I cannot show y'all these bags right now. Y'all can't see them right now. They are.
We got Ahmed Roberts. I want to make sure I said it right on the show. Welcome, brother.
What's up?
Let me tell you. When I reached out to you, let me tell you why I reached out to you. Because we had a pre-conversation with you and your boyfriend. And y'all was giving y'all your friend, boyfriend, cousin, business partner. And I asked you asked me, you said, what made you reach out? And I'm gonna keep it real. Because you're sexy. Because you're sexy. And
so what is sexy to you? I want to know what's sexy to you.
Okay.
What's your type?
My type is, a body, good looks, like your pictures. I don't know if you noticed, you very photogenic. Have somebody ever told you that? Like a model or something like that. So when you was posted, I'm like, oh my God, this guy is good looking. So I want him on my show. So I reached out. When we converse and you start sending me some tea, I'm like, oh, you've been around.
So what you mean by around?
Okay. You want to go there? Okay, let's go there. You've been associated with Shamar.
Yeah.
And word on the street, Shamar is a guy that's all out here in the sector, all in the gay scene, and they were saying y'all were dating. They said that y'all were dating or whatever. So is that true? And if y'all don't know who Shamar is, he was auditioning to be on Bad Boys and all of that. He's all on social media or whatever, and he just went viral. Okay. And shout out to people with disabilities getting a platform. You know what I'm saying? You got Roland Ray, you got Shamar. Shout out to people that's special ed, disabled, you got all this, and they're getting clout. So shout out.
Yeah, because that's like the new wave in a way.
It's like the new wave. So I'm cockeyed, so I'm in the wave too. Okay. But did you fuck him?
Did I fuck Shamar?
Did you fuck Shamar?
I did not fuck Shamar, but you know what's so weird is I saw Shamar asshole, and I saw someone send me okay, so let me just throw this out here, y'all. First and foremost, me and Shamar never been in a relationship, never will be in a relationship. He's a very, very great person. He's a good person. I would never take that away from him. He said some fucked up shit about me, but we're gonna go beyond that. But all of it was a paid gig. I know Natalie, and I got some background. It's some stuff that I can't talk about because we have some projects that have not been released. But he got in contact with me, and it's so funny, y'all. I can't even tell y'all where I met Shamar, but I met him at a very, very, very fucking crazy place. And we had a conversation for like 2 hours, and we was talking about TV and production and a whole bunch of crazy shit. But make a long story short, that whole video and all of that was paid. I got paid like over $6,000, and that wasn't personally through Shamar, but it was just through OnlyFans and like the way like the video went viral and shit like that. So I was cool with what I got paid, and all of it was staged, and everybody knew what the fuck was going on. So no,
I want to make sure so people know who we talking about. I'm gonna definitely put the picture on the screen. So you're saying right then and there you were paid to be associated with Shamar, that it wasn't genuine. It wasn't genuine, because when I saw that, it felt like you were helping the disabled and giving them clout.
For real. And see, it was genuine, and we both gave each other clout. He gave me more clout than I gave him. But I gave him clout in a different aspect. It's weird because he gave me clout as far as followers and notoriety, but I gave him clout as far as hope, as far as like niggas reaching out to him. Because when niggas saw me with him, it's weird, but niggas started wanting to fuck with Shamar just because they saw me with him. So hopefully I got him some good dick out of the situation, you know. So he got his fair share, and he's in a relationship now, and maybe that came from what we did. Who knows, you know? So yeah.
I want to say on that piece right then and there, because a lot of people need to know when you, okay, I'm using this example. If me and you were to take a picture and get out and we say we are a couple, my clout goes up because I'm associated with you. Number one, you are attractive. Number two, you're a socialite. Number two, you're a business owner. Number two, you out in these streets. And we're going to get into that, or you being out in the streets. So that gives you more clout in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That gives you a lot of clout out there. And I don't know how we actually got became friends on Facebook. And I'm assuming that we've been friends on Facebook for a while, because I just went down my timeline and I saw that gorgeousness and I said, okay, and I'm gonna reach out to you. And a lot of people, when I look at Shamar and I look at all these other people, when I saw y'all was associated, I'm like, okay, I see this point. But I didn't like the fact that you said he was trying to trash you when you gave him some much needed attention to get some dick. And I don't understand. So you think he was ungrateful?
I think the exposure, like, we knew what we were doing and we knew that we was gonna upload this video, but neither one of us expected it to do what it did. So I think in the midst of it doing what it did, and like I learned a lot of people that are influencer or are in the industry, when they see somebody who probably can get more out of their situation than they got out of their own situation, they are intimidated. So Shamar know I'm a businessman, and he know that I'm about my money, and he know who I am behind the scenes. So when I'm
gonna show this picture, and you love to drink, I'm gonna tell you that right there. You love to turn up. Cause look what you hold in your hand, a cup. Okay, and it was like you were lit.
I was lit. Oh, look at Shamar. And y'all don't understand. Like, I love Shamar. And what's so crazy is for me to say this, and Shamar made a live, told everybody to report my page. I got my whole Instagram and TikTok taken away from him. And he told people that I drugged him. And I made him do the video, and I made him do everything, and that's how it all came about.
So for the people that don't know, what was the video about? For people that do not know about the video,
well, we actually made like 4 or 5 videos that night. One of them was like in a tub. One of them was right that picture you just had in the fucking kitchen. We like fake kissed. One of them was us just talking about the Bad Boys Club. We had like different videos, so it was like 4 or 5 fucking videos, but like I think 3 of them only got released.
Okay, and so at that point it came out, his clout was definitely there, and it definitely associated with viral. I when I look at this situation, I said, oh my gosh, this guy that I reach out to is out here. So you send me that. And I want to definitely go down the timeline for that. Then you send me some more stuff. When we get into it, if you don't want to answer, you can say, Wiley, I ain't answering that shit. But you were also associated with, and it went on the shade, on the blogs, that you were dating the baby mama. And let me make sure I get it right. And y'all took some pictures, and it came out, and it was said that y'all were dating. And it went on the blogs. And I guess she just like, oh my gosh, we're not dating. That's just my photographer. But I'm hearing that y'all were fucking. So what is the tea on that? Now this is the baby mama. The baby, it's baby mama. So how was that? Tell us the history on that.
So her name is Mimi. I've been knowing Mimi. I've been knowing Mimi since 9th grade. So we've been knowing each other since we were damn the kids. We are really good friends. I have my own photography business. I have multiple businesses. But I have taken pictures of Mimi. So we do have relation through, business and photography and content, but we've been knowing each other since fucking high school, and she was my friend before we even knew about what the fuck we were doing in life. It was my birthday when we took that picture. We were at a fucking bar, and it's so weird because I was dating a dude at the time and he actually took the pictures of us.
So I want to
So the
make
nigga who
sure.
I was fucking.
Okay, I want to make sure that you said the man took it. Was this the picture that he took or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The picture.
So I was dating a dude at the time who had a lot of money too. And he took the fucking picture of us and I posted it on my page. And at that point, I only had like 2,000 followers. Nobody knew who I was or anything at that time. So that wasn't my intentions at all. I just posted it and my caption was like real, recognize real. And the blogs took it and did what they wanted with it. Yeah, they did what the fuck they wanted with it. They said I was her boyfriend. No, me and Mimi never fucked. Mimi is beautiful. But I don't think I'm her lead. Like, and actually we had a conversation the other day, yesterday, matter of fact. She came over and we was talking about how I'm bi. I like girls and boys, but I told her like bitches in her league, like beautiful girls who have their mind, they don't fuck around with niggas who are open about fucking around with other niggas. So I gotta fuck around with weird bitches in a way. I want to say weird bitches, but I can't fuck with the girls I want to fuck around with just because I done fucked around with niggas. So we had that conversation, but yeah, me and Mimi never fucked. And I look at her
Now,
as a friend.
I have to ask you. Did you wanted to fuck her? Because when you in the friend zone, you said she had a lane, but did you get on hard and say, I want to tap that?
Let me tell you.
If she gave you the time of the day, would you hit that?
Me and any other nigga who ever fucked a girl will be a complete stupid ass retard to say they want to fuck Mimi. If you seen this girl in person or on pictures, she's undeniably fuckable. So anybody will fuck her, you know. And it's not nothing personal. It's just by attraction and sex. You know, she's beautiful. She got a nice shape. Duh. Why wouldn't I fuck her? You know? Yeah. So hell yeah, of course. But that's my friend, and yeah. I would never fuck my friend.
I was going to ask you when that came out in 2021 and it went on the blogs. Did the baby fans were coming at you? They come at you because you know they were saying that he was homophobic and all of that, all these type of things. And did he say something, hit you in the DM, and be like, "Bro, what you doing?"
No, he did not hit me in my DM. He is a very cool, content person, and I feel like people think a lot of people are really messy and take stuff personal. We all know that this is business and this is entertainment, and I feel like he will get in contact with me if it was something real. You know, this is that everybody knew what the fuck it was. Like, you know, so no, he did not reach out to me because of that.
Okay, so that was that piece, and I hear that piece, and we going down the timeline. Now, when I originally had this conversation, then you sent me another picture. Now, I have to talk about this, is whether you want to answer or not answer. And you probably know where I'm going here with this. But I just seen all of this stuff and I said, oh my gosh, I have to ask this brother everything because you been around and you are, would it be correct if I call you a socialite?
You, in my head, I'm just almond. But you can
Yes,
call me or you can look at me, you know, you can say whatever.
And
I
so
know a lot of people.
You sent me this, you know a lot of people, and you also know Jason Lee.
Yeah.
So what is the backstory with you and Jason? Because you know Jason is famous. He have a show on Revoke TV. What is that? Did y'all date?
I'm actually working with Revolt TV tomorrow. That's so funny. I like I told you behind the scenes, do not want to fucking talk about Jason. And it's not even anything bad or good. And actually we can talk briefly about it, but I'm not gonna go into details. Because I know a lot of people want me to sit here and bash this nigga. And a little bit of part of me probably should bash him due to the situation and how everything played out. But me as a respectful individual who in that moment that we did, the moments that we did share, it was nothing but love and respect. And I'm not gonna stunt. Like, I looked at this nigga on Love and Hip Hop and Hollywood Unlocked, just like everybody else probably sitting here watching this, and we probably all hate him. I hated his character. I hated everything about this nigga. I hated his voice. I hated what the fuck he was talking about it. I hated his opinion. He was just annoying as fuck. But he actually got in contact with me on social media and reached out to me, and that's how we end up meeting and conversing and whatever. But make a long story short,
he reached out to you.
Yeah, he reached out to me.
And how old were you when he reached out? Because I know you're younger than him.
I don't remember, but it was like a couple of years ago.
You were an adult, correct?
Yeah, I was an adult.
Because the rumor is Jason like I'm young. That's the rumor. Now, you said you had some issues with you and Jason, and you're not gonna drag. You could drag him, not gonna drag him. So I'm assuming that you topped Jason Lee.
Well, I'm not gonna discuss what we did inside the bed because, like, it's just like
you a top or verse.
I'm a verse, but
I'm assuming Jason Lee is a bottom because I talked to some associates and I talked to a couple sources. They said he is a bottom, and I'm assuming that you did that. And you did not sign an NDA with Jason Lee.
No, I didn't sign an NDA with him. Honestly, I didn't sign, and that's a blessing on my end. And I hope my relationships continue with everybody like this. But I haven't signed an NDA with a lot of people that I didn't been around. So yeah. No, I did not sign an NDA. But at the end of the day, I didn't sign an NDA, but I also work inside the entertainment industry, and we're not going to forget who we're talking about right now.
I get it. We talking about Jason Lee, but this is what I want to tell you. You have history with Jason. You are an ex. You know what I'm saying? And Jason Lee even talked about how he had sex with the guy that used to sing background for Tupac. Y'all know his name. I'm not gonna put the name.
What's his name?
Oh my gosh, what is the young man? He wrote a book about Tupac, about being on death row.
Can I tell y'all something too? And I'm not gonna speak on. I'm not saying nobody's name.
So he said the man's name, and I'm like, and we didn't even know that they dated and that they fucked, and he put it out there. So I don't understand when people associate with Jason, they don't want to go there, but he goes there on his platform. So go ahead, brother.
Well, I can go there too. But yeah, I fucked around with Jason. I fucked around with somebody who was on death row too. I can say his name too, because I fucked around with.
Is he dark skinned? Is he dark skinned? Is he dark skinned? The guy that you.
His name is Danny Boy.
Danny Boy. He messed with Danny Boy too. That's okay.
Well, it's a very, very small world.
And you know, Danny Boy put it out there that he is bisexual and all of that, and that he fucked Mary J. Blige when she was on her period, and he missed her, and the blood was everywhere in the hotel room. And he said he talked about how Lil' Kim gave him $100 when he was broke and everything like. So I get it. So
well, let me tell y'all something about Danny Boy. And oh my god, I'm not supposed. I had literally no clue I'd be talking about this, but I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm a little drunk, and I'm gonna be honest because we're here to be honest. And I'm not gonna say what happened, but y'all, Danny Boy sex is amazing. Like, I mean, fuck it. I'm like, let me tell. I'm in a relationship, and the sex that I'm having right now is 1,000 times better than Danny Boy. But that's because I love this nigga. But I'm not gonna stunt y'all. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? Me and him still talk to this day. Like, but we're not gonna. No, we don't talk to this day. We don't. But yeah.
So the sex was amazing. So did you top Danny Boy?
Can we? Okay. No, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about who fucking who. Because if I tell y'all if I top Danny Boy or not, then I'm gonna tell y'all if I have to top Jake. Like, you know, it's
no. Tell us that we talking about Danny Boy. We talking about Danny Boy. Did you top him? It's a yes or no. Keep it real. Did you top him?
I'm not saying that.
You're not gonna say it.
I'm not saying that just yet. No.
Okay, yeah, you topped him because you topped him. You topped him because if he fucked you, you'd say, "Oh yeah, he fucked me. That dick was good." But you topped him, and that ass was good, and he sucked your dick good too, and it had your body shaking. It was amazing. Would that be accurate?
All I'm gonna say is let's talk about what's next. That
Okay.
that was
All right.
that was that.
That was there. But
that was that.
You and your ex fucked the same guy, Danny Boy. Okay. All right. Now with Jason, I'm gonna keep it right there. You don't want to respond if you fuck Jason or not. You don't want to talk about that.
No.
So why did why did y'all break up?
I would say separate ways. I wouldn't necessarily say break up. I would say separate ways, and I say separate ways right now in this moment. And we went our separate ways because I was supposed to get on a TV show that he wasn't supportive of, and he was doing everything he told me not to do. And he was also telling me that he was going to give me opportunities that he never gave me. So I'm like, nigga, if you're not giving me any opportunities, I'm not about to just be sitting around here, like, you know, on your side. Like, I'm talented enough to, you know, make my own and have my own name and do what I got to do. So,
and, you know, I'm funny that you said this because we'd have to get real messy. I hope you're ready for a ride. So buckle your seatbelt. Because Armand is another blogger that was associated with Jason. He was supposed to be his mentee. And one of his criticism was, I want to move into business. And Jason was not allowing me to move. He wasn't helping me and giving me strategy to make it into business. You went through that same ordeal, correct?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that
nigga
went
through. I'm talking about with the strategy of trying to move into the business. You're trying to do a show and he wasn't helping you. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, kind of. But I feel like what his excuse was, he was telling me like he see me doing something bigger than the show that I was.
And the show that was supposed to be on VH1, correct?
I can't say what the show is supposed to be on because everything is still like in contract.
Okay, can you answer this? Did Jason Lee, was he associated with the network before?
Yes.
And he's no longer associated with. He fell out with the network. Would you? We're not gonna say the network name, but he fell out with this particular network.
No.
Okay, he's still cool.
Not to my knowing.
Okay, he just don't want you a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, he just don't want me a part of it in the way that I was going to be a part of it. Yeah.
So I'm hearing this because I see you. You could be on Bad Boys. You can have your own dating show. Why didn't you do Bobby Light's show? Why didn't you audition?
I didn't do Bobby Light's show for a lot of reasons. One reason is because nobody auditioned for the show and everybody was handpicked. A second reason is because I am too similar to Bobby that the show was not going to be in his good graces. It was not going to be. It wouldn't have been the route that he was looking to take. So I wasn't a candidate for his show in that way. So no, that's why I didn't do the show.
I hear that point, and I see you in here. Let's get into your business, your Black-owned business owner, because when I called you, you were working in the middle of the night, and you about your business. Let me be clear, because you was like, Wiley, I want to go over. Let's do a pre-taping. So we pre-taped to see if the equipment is going to work. But before we did, you were working. You said the reason why I'm up is because I'm working. I'm working right now. That's why I'm up. Let's talk about your business. So you have your own carry-out business where people get to buy food for you, and I want to make sure. And it's called Midnight Crab Atlanta. Tell us what made you come
Midnight Crab.
Yeah, Midnight Crab. Midnight Crab is in Atlanta though. Midnight Crab. So what made you create Midnight Crab?
So Midnight Crab came about through and it's so weird because like I don't really like to discuss my personal business, so I kind of cringe when you said my boyfriend, but we're gonna just keep it a buck and we're gonna just be honest. So my boyfriend is the original founder of the Midnight Crab. So I CEO or have owner through him. Media and marketing and everything is through me. So I run all of the marketing and all of the Instagrams and stuff. And when you see Sukiana, Megan, Art, Bark V, Mimi, and all of these influencers on the page, that's my job. As far as the good as fucking food that they're getting, that's my man. He does all of that.
Yes.
I'm a vegetarian, so I don't even eat meat. I don't know too much about food. To me, I don't even give a fuck about food. But he is extremely gifted when it comes down to a lot of shit. But food is one of them. And everything has been extremely successful. Remind you, last year, we had like 82 followers. Now we have 11.2 followers. One of our video got over 2.2 million views, and none of it is bought, none of it is bags for. Everything happened organically by the grace of God. So I'm just extremely blessed and happy.
It is a thriving business because anytime you up in the middle of the night, early in the morning, that means y'all got orders to do.
Crazy orders, or like crazy.
And it helps that you both y'all are attractive, and your skill set bringing in your celebrity friends to help the business is a plus as well. And amazing food, because I'm just looking at the food, just amazing seasoning and the taste. And I will be in Atlanta in April, and I'm definitely going to help y'all to cook me some food.
Not only food,
Yeah,
everything.
definitely, because and I love that. And you do keep your relationship private. You don't talk about your relationship. You don't post about it, and that comes. And I always want to ask you, why do you keep your relationship private? Is it because you don't want people to try to destroy it? You don't want all the unnecessary drama. So tell us, why do you keep it private?
I keep my personal life private in general. Just because I am at a point in my life where I'm making money off of the internet. So it's entertainment, and a lot of things that is personal is not entertaining. And I also don't want anybody humiliating or trying to pick apart anything that's personal to me. I don't give a fuck if people are like, you slow as fuck for kissing Shamar or any, like, I don't give a fuck about none of these comments or anything that in that nature. But when it comes down to something that is really, really going on in my life, I don't know how I would necessarily feel about that. But in the future, by both of us being extremely attractive and we both model, and he's still currently modeling, I think we should, like, take pictures and make some shit public. But for right now, I'm just so happy how things are going, and just like us being in our own world. And he has his own life and his own social media and his own shit going on. I have my own shit going on. We both got big followings, and like it's just, I like it. I like it like that. But maybe in the future,
Yeah, I
So
like that because I met him, great guy, very supportive of you. He asked some questions, and it was very, very supportive. Y'all are a team, and it's good to see that in the LGBT community, because some people think that we all just think about sex. No, that's a part of it, but that's not everything. You have people that do business and everything, other than being a makeup artist or voguing and being in the ballroom. Y'all actually doing other things, cooking, and it's a very lucrative business, and you're learning how to monetize your looks to increase your business. And I think that is incredible because you have talent, you have a skill set, you have looks, you have connections, and it's definitely great. Um, how is it living in Atlanta? Versus, because I heard a lot of people say, "Oh, Wiley, be careful. Atlanta is a bunch of hoes. It's hard." But how are you able to keep your relationship intact living in, I call it the Black Mecca of the world?
It's so funny that you say this. I was literally, before we even got on here, I was literally talking to my boyfriend about how when I moved out here, I had no intent to date anybody. Like, I came out here straight on business. I did not come out here thinking about a nigga. It's too much of an option out here. Like, you can literally get your dick sucked by going to check in the mail. Like, it's so many horny faggots out here from left to right, they're everywhere, and they're ready to bust a nut in any given second. So in my mind, I was like, relationship out the fucking question. I'm coming out here to get money. But I was able to meet somebody who have the same mentality that I have, and we both struggle with the same things as far as like being an attractive dude and just constantly having people come at us for the wrong reasons. So I think we were able to relate in a lot of ways. Like we really people look at us as hoes, but in actuality, we're like the complete opposite, you know? So it was good to just find somebody who was just very traditional in a lot of ways. I'm
Yeah, very
extremely
traditional, all
traditional.
of that. And when I have this conversation and I see this point, when I look at people in Atlanta and I say it can be done, you must have a willing mind and an understanding, and also have some type of privacy on there, and make sure you have a solid foundation, and that's how the relationship can thrive. You must have those serious conversations for the relationship to thrive. Um, I want to ask you, what do you want to do? I see you do the food, you have a boyfriend and all of that. Do you want more? Meaning, do you want to be in a reality TV space? Do you want to be a talk show host? Do you want to be a YouTuber or a TV host? Like, what's the next step from Armin?
Honestly, I love entertainment. I would love to do all of those things, but I'm also following what God wants for me as opposed to what I want for myself. And
Mhm.
lately, I've been doing a lot of podcasts. I have an interview coming out with Megan James.
Megan James, yes, go ahead.
Right. And probably be coming out next week, but we did it like a month ago. But this
Okay.
will be my third interview. And the other day, a podcast by the name of Cocktails just asked me to do an interview about sex life for them.
Yes.
So I'll probably be doing that. So I've been doing a lot of interviews. I love entertainment. I am currently working on a reality show right now. I can't talk
You
about
can't
it,
talk
but
about it. I can't wait. You know, I'm gonna watch it and support you in all that you do. And I'm so glad that we were able to do the interview. And you saw the title. You did tell me before we start, hey, I don't want to talk about Jason. And you handled it very professional. Like, hey, I'm reading it. And I told you the reason why I did it. And you said you understood it. And you handled it in a special way. You handled it with care. You did not drag Jason, because you understand that though Jason is controversial, he still have connections in this business.
and not only that, because I don't never want the reason why I didn't direct this nigga is because of what he have. Because my talent and the spirit that I have can override anything this nigga ever have to say or do to me. But I would never take away from the moments that I had with him and him showing me the complete opposite of what I perceived from him. He is a very genuine, good, great. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, in my head, I thought he was just like shadow weird. I just thought he was everything that he wasn't. And when I honestly met him, that guy he's a really, really good person. He's a very, very hard worker. He take his fucking career extremely serious, and I admire a lot of things that he do.
Now, was
So
how you know, you did say Danny Boy is good in bed. Is Jason Lee in that category?
mm. So with Jason, when me and Jason fucked, a lot of our fucking came from long nights, if y'all know what I mean. So like we would be drunk and all type of shit. Like Jason likes to club hop and drink and be in sections and VIP. Like he's like he likes to stunt. So a lot of sexual moments that we had will be after us leaving all of these events, like award ceremonies and then the club. Wait, we'll go from food dinner to the award. Well, dinner to going back, getting ready, go to award, go to like 3 or 4 clubs and then come back and fuck. So y'all know after all of that alcohol and shit, it wasn't like the way me and Danny fucked. And me and Danny only fucked once. And it was like a hookup, random as fuck. And I didn't even know who he was until after we fucked. And then he was like, I do this and I do that. And I was on death row. I worked with Tupac, and I was just like, damn, I didn't know all of this. But yeah.
Like when you have that, so I'm assuming that it will be a no, that he's not in the category of Danny Boy. Because,
maybe.
Okay. If it was, you would have said it.
Yeah, he not.
No, he's not. And all of that. You do all that clubbing. You tired. You tired.
No, he wasn't tired. He wasn't tired. He's just not Danny Boy.
He's not just not Danny. Oh, I love that. That's a bar right now. He wasn't tired. He's just not Danny Boy. Okay. But you, of course, you already know people are going to take this and spin it. You already know all of that. I'm going to ask you my last question. What do you want your legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be people to. I'm a leader. I always been a leader. I always leaded people. So I just want to lead a group of people in a very great direction, in a direction that they probably thought they would have never been at in life. I know a lot. I love my Black community, and I feel like a lot of us wasn't gifted in the way that I personally was. So I really, really want to share my gift with my community and put Black people on a higher level in life.
Oh yeah.
So that's really my biggest goal, is to just make sure my people are on a higher level in life. Really, gay people, Black people, minority, even white people, but really, really my people. And a lot of people think I'm mixed because I'm so fair skinned. And granted, I do got other shit in me, but for the most part, I'm from the west side of Chicago, and I'm a Black ass boy, and my mother and my father is brown skinned. So that's what I was raised around, and that's what I grew up around, and that's what I want to support and help, and that's what I feel like I'm here to do. So yeah.
Thank you. And you're here, you a vibe. I definitely got to hang out with you, and whenever I'm in your city.
Yeah, so we can really, really talk. Because, like, granted, I want to tell y'all everything, but I still don't know my fucking future. I still don't know who I am. I still don't know what God has in line for me. And I don't want to block none of my blessings by...
How old are you right now? Like, what? How old are you now?
How old do you think I am?
Like 29.
Okay. I'm in my 20s. I prefer not to say my age right about now.
Oh, you in your 20s.
I'm in my 20s. I'm still in my 20s, y'all. Yeah.
Okay, so I hear you. We gonna talk. This was amazing. You will be receiving a phone call from Jason because they're gonna take it and spin it because I'm assuming you don't know much about YouTube and the beefs and the backstory with the beefs that Jason been going through. So this will be.
And honestly, I don't, y'all. And that's another. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but
go ahead.
That's something that I need to start doing, is doing research on people. Because even with Shamar, I put myself in a situation where I didn't know a lot about him, and when everything I started learning information. So Shamar, it's a lot of people that I didn't been around, and I didn't know a lot about their backstory, and you find out after publicly being around them. So it might be some bullshit, but at the end of it all, everybody follow me on Instagram, Almond Roberts, and
let me follow you right there, because I followed your business page. I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah, follow me, and I really don't give a fuck, honestly. I'm still gonna be me, and
then I'm gonna come to Georgia. I will be in Atlanta, so I can taste your food. And
not only taste it, we gotta hang out.
We're gonna hang out and talk, because, like I said, it's definitely needed, because you are a good guy and very professional, and you have a good head on your shoulders. Being in your 20s, that's awesome. And you're on your way. You have connections. You're not burning bridges. You are on your way into this business. And so when I see you on my television screen, because I will see you on television screen,
we'll see both of each other. I'm really honestly sure.
Yes. So I'm excited for it. Again, make sure you all go check out his business and support it. I sent all his links in there. I'm also going to drop his personal Instagram page on there, so you all can follow it as well, because he got 14.5. It is about 300.
And mind y'all, this is my 4th page. I didn't got pages deleted.
Wow.
So yeah, please
So
follow me.
you don't make your page private. You keep it public, right?
Yeah, I keep it public in case somebody just constantly reporting me or some shit. But yeah, just follow me, y'all.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow him right now and follow him. Thank you for hanging out with us today and giving us this exclusive. And thank you. And I wish you nothing but the best, bruh. And you can always call me if you need something, and I'm here for you.
Feelings are definitely mutual. And I just wanted to say I am extremely proud of you and everything that you are accomplishing. And I can't wait 5 years down the line where we can have another conversation from now and we look back at this moment.
Yeah, look back
and just be like, what the fuck? So I truly appreciate all of this.
Yes.
Marcus, do you prefer Marcus or Willie?
It's Wiley. You can call me Wiley, yeah, because everybody called me Wiley. But
Wiley. Yeah. And y'all got dyslexia, so
okay, it's fine. Like you are everything. Like you,
Wiley. Can we talk about you real quick before I leave?
Go ahead, right quick.
Because I feel like you put me on blast with a lot of shit. So I feel like I'm a Sagittarius, so I gotta get my lick back. Get my lick back.
Go ahead, get your lick back. Go ahead.
So what the fuck is going on with you? Are you single? Are you in a relationship?
I am single. I just fucked a female about 2 weeks ago. I don't know if she's
a female.
Yeah, female. I'm bisexual. So yeah, and I don't know if she's pregnant or not, but I am single. Yes, sir. I am single.
How tall was she?
How tall is she?
How tall? Yeah.
She may be 5 something. I know I'm taller than her because I'm 6'2".
Oh, I'm 6'3". Okay, yeah. So was she skinny or fat?
She's a nice size, nice thick size.
What's nice size to you?
I don't know the size of a woman, but she's a nice size. I just know that she was amazing in bed, and I couldn't even. Okay, we're gonna get real nasty. I lasted about 4 to 5 minutes, you guys.
4 to 5 minutes.
And the second time,
how big is your dick?
About it's big. I haven't measured it, but people say it's big and whatever. It is big. I've never measured it. I can't.
So
even.
What is your prediction of how big it is?
Probably 9 inches. Probably it's big and it's thick. And
is you cut or uncut?
I'm cut. Oh my gosh, no, I don't like.
What do you say? Uncut?
No, I'm cut. I don't like.
Are you cut? You don't like uncut?
Absolutely not. Hell no.
Okay, why?
Well, for me, I just don't like it. I don't like. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I will not put my mouth on an uncut peen. Absolutely not. Gotta be cut for me. Absolutely.
You don't let me tell you something. You don't discriminate against dick.
I do.
You that's not you. I mean, you're not fucking good in bed. You can't discriminate.
I can discriminate.
Well, personally, with me, I don't have an uncut dick, but I don't discriminate against uncut dicks because in order to fuck good, you have to learn how to accept all.
Okay. Now, have I ever associated with somebody with it? Because I'm a top, so I'm not.
You a top?
Yeah, I'm a top. Absolutely.
How many times you ever got fucked in your ass?
Oh my gosh, I can just count on my fingers. Like when I was younger, shout out to Bryant from Chicago. It was about 4 to 5 times, but I stopped real early because it just wasn't for me. Like
Did you used to like shit on people's dicks or bleed?
Have I ever shit on somebody at one time? But I just never could take dick. Like I never could take it. It just wasn't for my ministry. It wasn't for me. I never could take it. And then if I did, it wasn't a long time. Like, oh no, I'm running from it. I just never. That just never was.
So my thing is, what's the whole point of fucking around with niggas if you just gonna fuck them in their ass and not get no dick?
That's the truth. But I like, and I want to tell you this, and I'm really real with you. I came faster with a female than I ever came from a male ass. And I'm gonna be real with you. Every guy that I deal with, they always come first, and then I lie and say I came, and then I just jag off and come. But with a female, with her, I came within 5 to 6 minutes. That never happened to me with niggas.
That's because their asses don't be wet.
Okay, every situation, every guy, I have not came into contact with a guy that just instantly just made me come. Never, ever. Now, one time in Chicago, my cousin Jonathan, one of his people he bet off Jack, he brought a friend. They had a whole threesome, and then I was in the living room, and he came in the living room, and he sucked my dick, and I came from that, and I just remember that, but nobody else ever made me come like that. So yeah, so that's what had really happened. So I don't know why, but I enjoy her experience way better than any nigga I ever came in contact with. And I've been in the lifestyle since I was 18, 19 years old. I'm 32 now. And I'm just now finding a rebirth with the women. Like I'm really enjoying now. I have to work on being longer, more foreplay and all of that. Because when niggas you have to do foreplay and all of that, but you know, but when women it takes more, you give them foreplay and all that. So I'm learning it because it's still new. Yeah, I have dealt with one other female. Her name was Patrice, and then you know, so I have never been a hoe when it came to women. When niggas, yes, I fucked people. I took people boyfriends, slept with their boyfriend. I've been very active in the community.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even.
So I got another question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. That's a good question.
My other question is because you spoke about disabilities and then you cracked a joke about being cockeyed and shit like that.
Absolutely.
So my thing is, do you feel like being cockeyed? Do you feel like it stopped you? Like, how does having something that a typical person wouldn't necessarily have, do you think that affects you in dating, or like is it ever a time where you like, okay, I know I'm cockeyed, so let me keep on these glasses because I'm about to walk up to this nigga and spit some game.
Let me when I was in my earlier
hold on, let me get this drink.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
That's a good question. I was gonna ask you. He got his drink. Make sure y'all share this live. Okay, so that's a very good question you asked. I'm so glad you asked it. When I was younger, I used to wear sunglasses when I used to go out to house parties, and I really was active in the club. Sometimes I always would wear sunglasses. I was insecure about my eye, and I remember. Shout out to my guy.
So one more question before you say this.
Okay.
Who made you insecure about your eye? Was motherfuckers was it something in school? Was it your parents?
I was bullied from elementary school, high school, all of that. And so I just started wearing shades when I became an adult. And so I remember one time, shout out to Prince and other people. He had an organization. He had a club. He was a club promoter. And Brandy was booked. She was coming to Chicago for the women conference. And so I knew her publicist at the time. And so I got in contact with her. So she came to the club. And so I was going to take a picture. And she said, you don't really need your shades unless you want your shades. You okay. Don't let nobody make you feel bad. If you want to put on shades. And so, yeah. And so it took me to get older to understand like this is
how old was older for you?
Like when I was in my late 20s, like mid-late 20s. When I started to really get active on YouTube, I stopped not wearing sunglasses. I've done thousands of videos and I maybe had sunglasses on a couple of times. So I stopped wearing it. I appreciate the eye because number one, it made me different. Number two, this is how God made me. And I'm not ashamed of how God made me. And if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. And so that's how I appreciate that. And I'm learning that I have a swagger and I have, interaction. I'm working on my body and other things. But it did. I was very insecure. And here, I'm going to go real messy with you. I was so insecure about the eye that when I was on these apps, I would catfish people. I would use other people pictures to be with because I knew that a lot of people in the gay community, whether they admit it or not, they don't like guys with a cock. I had a big dick, but you have to look
it's like you got to see my cock eye before you see my big dick.
Absolutely. There you go. Yes.
So was there ever times where you was like, let me wear some fucking gray sweatpants so you can see the print of my dick and not pay attention to my eye?
And then most of the time I wear shorts or whatever, or just be butt ass naked on hard. And so when I did,
so how do you be butt ass? Do you feel like your cock eye helped your sex life? Be honest.
It did. It helped it. No, my big dick really helped the sex life.
No, but I'm saying, do you feel like your cock eye made your dick harder or bigger?
I don't know. I never thought about that, but I just knew I just had a big dick. So when I catfish people, I had a 100% success rate. About a couple of weeks ago, one of the guys that refused that walked out didn't do it. We just recently had sex with him about a couple of weeks ago. So I'm at 100% success rate. I'm been retired from catfishing, but when they come in, we fuck. And some of the people that I've had catfish, I can't say their names,
Why? You ain't signed no NDA.
I understand that, but we're cool right now.
No, say they name. You just got me saying. If I could sit up here and say fucking Jason Lee, you could sit up in here and tell me who accepted your eye for your eye.
I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, Jack.
No, I'm telling honest, they're not known, so I'm just not gonna say that.
It was so say their name. They're not known. Who gives a fuck?
Jonte, I know a guy named Robert, Jonte, others. It's so many other people. But
shout out to all of them.
We still cool to this day, and great relationship. So, and the reason why I stopped catfishing is because I got so popular on YouTube. So I just don't do it anymore. And so once I start working on my body, start going out, start developing a swag, tapping into my swag, my personality, having conversation, and they understand my personality, I'm good now. I'm great now. I'm awesome now. Like, I don't catfish anymore. I don't worry about if you don't like if you don't fuck with me, it's fine. But I know I have a swagger, and I know I'm amazing. Every guy that I fuck with, they come, they bust, it's an amazing job. I'm going to make sure that I suck your dick and make sure
Okay, so besides them busting, because ain't no nigga going to leave without busting. Yeah, do they call you back?
Absolutely. I've had many interactions with people. And
so are you in a relationship right now?
No, I'm single. I'm not in a relationship. No.
How many hoes do you have on your bracket list?
It's a lot. It's a lot from Chicago to here in Dallas. It's a lot. A lot of times I don't associate and do stuff with niggas right now because number one, I'm doing my show. So I just don't have the energy just to do, because a lot of these niggas are clingy and a lot of them ain't on their shit. Let's be clear. You gotta get them an Uber to get you to the house. They ain't mobile. They broke.
Why are you fucking around with niggas like that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't fuck around with them anymore. I'm just letting the tea. I'm good right now. I would never be in a relationship with a nigga. I don't think that's cool. I don't see that for my life. That's not in my ministry. I would never marry another nigga. That's not my life.
So you want to marry? You're going to be with a girl? You're going to marry a girl?
I'm going to marry a female, like a woman. I'm not going to marry a nigga.
I'm not going to. I feel like you're going to.
I've been in a relationship with one guy. His name was Jonte Evans, and I cheated on him 99.9% of the time.
But let me tell you something.
I didn't want to sleep with his best friend.
The way you point your finger like this when you said that tells me that you need to marry a nigga. Like,
I'm not.
Let me tell you, I know you
money. Unless he got money. Hold on, let me be clear. Unless he's like a Jason Lee type, meaning influence, power in the industry, you got some type of power, then of course I'll walk down the aisle with you because
but honestly, that's what you're supposed to be with.
I get you, but I don't see myself. I'm being cool. I'm 32 years old. I have not met a guy. Nobody came close to say, oh shit, let me get on my bended knee and give you a ring. Never. Ever. I haven't met not one, nowhere near close. But I can tell you about Krista Moore that I wanted to marry. I can tell you about so many people. Really, I'm gonna just say Krista Moore because I can just tell you I wanted to marry her. But I did not do it because I was still in the gay lifestyle. So I didn't want to try to make that work, and I'm still doing that. So at that time, yes, but I can tell you about.
But regardless,
never with a nigga though. Never.
Look, pause here. This is how I know you gay. Because regardless if you're still in a lifestyle or not, I'm in a relationship right now. I'm only gonna be with my nigga. I don't give a fuck if I like cats, dogs, rats, horses, niggas, or bitches. Regardless of what I am sexually attracted to, by me being in a relationship and I'm happy, I'm not sexually attracted to nothing but my nigga.
That's
so
you. You also in your 20s.
I'm in my 20s. You're 100%. You're 100% right.
I'm in my 30s, so I'm 30.
Yeah, but can I also tell you another thing?
So I'm just telling you about my experience. I've never met a guy that I want to marry. Never. I don't see myself marrying a guy. I don't dream about marrying a guy.
You never met a girl that you want to marry either. Because
I have.
You could not have. If you said that you hesitate.
I just told you a name.
I know, but you said that the reason why
and the reason why I didn't pursue
it because you knew that you still have
I was in my 20s then. You got to be.
I'm in my 20s now.
Right. And I was in my 20s then.
Can't no nigga, can't no bitch, can't nothing make me turn my head for my nigga.
At that point, I didn't even know anything about bisexual. Didn't know anything about it. I just said you gay. I didn't know nothing about trans, bi, all of these other pansexual. I didn't know any of that shit. So I didn't know. But my thinking now, I should have had a more conversation, and she had a more understanding. So the females that I mess with now, that's in my DMs now, they understand what I come with, because number one, I'm open and honest. I'm an open book. I'm very open on my show. And so the women that associate with me, they know what I'm about. And so that's why it goes about that. But I know in the community, a lot of guys don't agree about what I'm saying. I get that, because you have a man that you're sleeping with. But I'm speaking more.
I'm saying regardless if I had a man, even if I was in a relationship with a woman.
Yes.
Even if I was in a relationship with a woman right now, when I look at a relationship, I look at this individual who I want to be with forever. I could be with a woman, but God bless me with a man. So regardless if I was with a man or a woman, when I'm in love and I'm in a relationship, that's the only person that literally turns me on in that aspect, and can't nothing else break that, and can't nothing else question that. I don't give a fuck if a nigga came through and looked better than a nigga I was with, or had more money than a nigga that I was with, or anything. It's like, or a female. It's like, you're not my nigga. I don't like, it's like, okay. I don't know. Like my wall don't even go down.
You friends with Mimi, correct?
Yes.
You friends with Mimi. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you and Mimi, y'all started to get involved, and y'all started to get cool, and y'all started having sex. You start having feelings for her. I think you would be more understanding about what I am talking about. You understand? You are more standard in your relationship. But if Mimi came in the picture and y'all start having sex, start going on a date, and you start feeling her, you will understand.
I think I wouldn't, because let me tell you.
Understand that? If Mimi
you
start dating
because
Mimi,
let me tell you, I'm not trying to stunt.
Understand that? Because
I'm not trying to stunt. If
you was bisexual,
look, I'm not trying to stunt. But if Mimi honestly, even that's like wild as fuck to me. But if Mimi honestly even gave me that time of day, I probably would fuck with. And I'm sorry, I apologize to everybody who's watching this, even my man. But if Mimi gave me that time of day, I would probably fuck with her harder than the nigga that I'm fucking with currently.
I know you would. Do you know why?
Because
what's the why? Why?
And the number one reason why is reproduction. It's a big possibility that this lady can carry my offspring. And with me and my nigga, we have to go through trials and tribulations and all type of other shit. But like with her, I can nut in her overnight and have everything that I ever desired. So,
and Mimi is the baby, is the baby mama. So now you understand why.
Like, even if it was my friend Megan James, she been on the Bad Girls Club, she been on Basketball Wives. Anybody, even if it wasn't a celebrity, like, it's just a woman in general.
I hear your point, and that's why I'm looking for family. I'm looking for, and it's much easier. It's not a challenge. It's not difficult to explain it. I'm with a woman. It's become challenging when you explain it. You are a man when you're speaking about your family, et cetera, et cetera. It's just easier. It's just everything. And if I come in her, there is a possibility that a child can be conceived. I don't care how much you come in inside of a man, there will be no baby. All right. It will never happen.
Sad, because I want to have a baby with my niggas. It
will never happen. But I know me having sex with her those 2 times, and I came in her, there's a possibility that she could be pregnant. And so it would not surprise me at 32 years old if I get a phone call and say, hey, my period ain't come. I took a pregnancy test. I'm pregnant. So it won't surprise me.
Do you got any kids?
I don't have any kids. I don't have no kids.
No. So you just be out here fucking girls raw?
No, I just did it for this particular girl. And we've been talking for about, I've been on her for over 10 years. Never played and dealt with her.
So did you cut your own dick, or did your parents cut your dick?
My mom, like when I was born in the hospital, when you.
So if your mother never cut your dick, would you care about circumcised or
I
uncircumcised
wouldn't
dick?
care about it, but since I'm cut, I care about it. If that makes sense. So
That's brainwashed.
all that being circumcised and stuff like that. I get it. You are not circumcised, so you're coming from that.
No, I am circumcised.
So you I thought you said you wasn't.
No, my dick is cut. Wait, I don't know the difference. I just have a cut. I have a really beautiful dick, by the way. Sorry, YouTube, but I didn't even know this until people told me. They were like, "Oh man!" Like every time I have sexual encounters, they'll be like, "You have a really pretty dick," and I was like, "I never knew," but now I know, and I'm gonna embrace it. I have a really pretty dick, y'all, and I didn't heard it over 5 times.
Well, you don't have a turtleneck on there, so it's cut.
Even if I had a turtleneck, I think it would still be pretty.
All right.
I don't discriminate.
Well, I'm gonna ask you, since you're drinking and turning up, would you ever get into being an OnlyFans guy?
I have an OnlyFans.
So you have an OnlyFans. I didn't check it out. Are you active?
I have an OnlyFans.
Are you active on it, or you just is this old stuff?
I'm active on there, so y'all need to go subscribe.
So yeah, you need to send me the link, and I would have told the people to subscribe.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. I didn't know. I definitely have an OnlyFans. Yeah. I support OnlyFans. I support the adult industry in general. Whether you selling pussy, whether you fucking, I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
Okay. I like that.
I support the adult industry.
I love that. So I'm glad, I'm glad you opening up asking questions, because you got me to open up, but you ain't open up about how you fuck Jason. But it's okay. Okay, talk about that.
You know why I didn't open up about that? And the reason why I didn't is because a lot of those moments, I'm not gonna stunt and I'm gonna be honest, but a lot of that shit was kind of traumatizing.
Wow.
Fucking around with niggas in the industry and stuff, it's so much to it. And when I tell you the stories that I have and shit like that, I feel like I can get paid a lot of money for the fucking trauma that I've been through. So I just want to be mindful of how I talk about it.
When you say trauma, was he abusive, verbal abusive, physically abusive, adjacent, physically abusive?
I just told you, bitch, I want to get some money.
Okay, you want to get some money about it. Okay, so
I want to get some money off of it. I was traumatized.
In order to get the money, you got to give us a sneak preview. Go ahead, give us something.
The sneak preview is that he's not the only one, so I'm not gonna just put it on Jason. But a lot of these niggas in the fucking industry, when it comes down to sex, they don't have sex like normal people. We're gonna just put it like that. It's not that normal fuck like that we do. It's different. And he's not the only one. I feel like a lot of them are like that. I can't personally say why. I don't know why. I have yet to find out.
But other people, he does it with chains, he does it with whips, with animals. Like when you say it's not normal, what makes it abnormal?
Everything about it. But
like what? Give an example.
I'll give you a little tiny peek. Niggas with power like to show their power in the bedroom. So they like to flaunt off that they have power. I think that's how they nut. That's how they get off. That's what turns them on, is to showcase the power that they have in their work field in the bedroom. So we gonna say that.
And when he said have the power, that he wants you to bark like a dog, he wants you to be submissive. Like what? How do he show that he have power in the bedroom?
What I tell you. Once we gonna talk about it in the future. I just told y'all power, nigga in the industry that have power love to showcase that shit in the bedroom. We're gonna just leave it at that. We'll talk about it maybe in the future, but no, I can't. Not Almond Roberts, not right now.
Are you drinking Hennessy and Red Bull?
How you know?
I know you.
I love Hennessy and Red Bull, but I don't like it mixed.
You like it, but you drink it. So I love Hennessy and Red Bull myself. That's like my favorite drink ever. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that we were able. You interviewed me, and you did say when I talked with you and your boyfriend, you said, "Hey, I'm going to ask. Can I ask you some questions?" So you did say it. I'm glad.
Yeah, and I still have a lot of more questions. But one thing I've noticed about you is you are a good interviewer, but you are not the best person to interview. And the reason why I say this is because when it comes down to questions, people want to know the answer, and that's it. I'm not gonna stunt. You carry on, baby. You will turn a motherfucking question into a chapter book. So let me ask these questions and get straight to the point.
I get you, but my thing is that's what you're supposed to when you do a show. I'm running a show, so I have to give people a timeline, spoon feed it to the audience and let it be known. But you sitting here, you don't even know who I am really. You didn't do your homework on me.
I know. That's why I'm sitting up here trying to do my homework on live.
So once you get off the air, you will know who I am and how I'm associated with Brother Jason and all that. You don't know it. And I can tell you.
How are you? And that's another thing.
I can tell you to get a text. You didn't get
an email. It's a little messy.
You didn't get a text or email. I can tell.
Because you didn't even, you didn't even.
Not. It's not my job. My job.
It is your job. It is your job. You know why it's your job?
My job is to bring you on the show, interview you on the show. And that's my job.
Yeah, but how do you what do you know about Jason? I don't want this conversation to be about that.
I know about Jason from my interactions with Jason. The number one, Jason is about Jason Lee, number one. And you should.
How did you meet Jason?
I never met the brother in person, but I purchased his book, God Have Must Forgotten About Me. I purchased the man book.
Yeah, he gave me that book, and I never read it. He told me to
read it. And if you would have read the book, you would understand how Jason moved.
And he told me that too. He told me that.
And that's the truth, because some things in that book that he shares, I understand why he moved the way he moved.
Can you tell me some of these things? Because I did not read the book. I should go find it and show you.
Well, one of the things is about Queen Latifah. You know who Queen Latifah is? Mm-hmm. They are friends. But how did they become friends? Well, Queen Latifah was on the show called Living Single. And so Jason Lee called the studio and said that his cousin died, that he in the hospital dying, to get Queen Latifah on the phone. That he said, I'm Queen Latifah's cousin, and I'm dying. I'm in the hospital, getting rushed to the hospital, and she got on the phone just to be associated. So his relationship getting associated with Queen Latifah was based on a lie. So
you're trying to tell me how Jason got into the industry was just based on delusion and lies. And crazy shit.
Yes. And so
you're telling me like me telling the truth to my story shouldn't even matter because
it shouldn't matter when he lied to get what
he did all of this
absolutely
crazy shit to become who he is today.
Absolutely. And he did it. And that's what he did. And then also, Jason's mother was a prostitute and a drug addict. These are facts. This is in his book. And when he was in a motel room, he saw his mother actually with a client, and she hit Jason, told Jason to leave the room, and he had to just go around in the neighborhood, just walking as a child. So if you understand, his brother got shot and killed, was in a gang and other stuff like that. So you got to understand where he come from. So a lot of people don't do their research on people. They just fuck and just whatever.
Yeah, but you know what's so crazy is
your research, you will understand how he is. And he wrote this in his book. He said, I like light-skinned guys. I like them young and all of these type of things. And Summer is a colorist. You don't see him too many associated with dark-skinned men unless he's dealing with Floyd Mayweather to get a check. But him that what turns him off is someone like a lighter skinned type of person. Because let's be clear, Jason's mother is white. Jason's father is black. So he still identified as a white woman. Now he will paint this picture that I'm pro-black. I'm all about my black people. I'm about black business. But if you get down with the get down, he enjoys the whiter side of him than the blacker side. It is cool culture-wise to be black because that's the money maker.
I don't necessarily.
In reality, he appreciates and he honors and uplifts that white part. And he have tweets. It's out there. And he
did, but at the same
there.
time,
And I get it. And the reason why he's not canceled and they don't take him off the show is because he's trashing black people. But if he would have did that to white people and a certain class of white people, it'd be a different story. It's clear you can diss and drag black people for generations and never get canceled, right? From these organizations, but because they're black, especially black women. So that's just how that goes when it comes to.
Well. I'm not gonna stunt with the colorism shit. He definitely like light-skinned niggas. We're gonna get
Absolutely.
that. But as far as the community and what he identify as, I can't personally speak on that, but I could say his genuine love for the black community is real. None of that shit is fake. I done been around this man from sun up to sundown multiple days and been to meetings with higher ups and been like, I done been through shit with this nigga to tell y'all personally here, this man I won't say don't give a fuck about white people, but he support black people in our culture and he's here for us genuinely way more than he's here for them, despite what the community is putting in his pocket. He's genuinely fuck with black people more than he does anyone else. And that doesn't even mean anything, and it shouldn't mean anything.
I hear your point, but there's some issues there because number one, he didn't work really well with you in your business endeavors, correct?
Yeah, he did.
And you're black. He didn't work really well with that. It's
another
black man named Armand.
Can you listen to me? Can you listen to me? Pause for 1 second.
I'm just asking the question because you said
yeah, but you didn't let me answer it.
Okay, but
yeah, that is 100% right. But the way that me and this guy met, it was never on business. You know, we met through relationship wise, as far as dating. We didn't approach each other. He didn't even know what I did or what I had to offer or what business aspects that I was, none of that was talked about or anything. We met genuinely as let's get to know each other on a romantic level. So business came about like, okay, we're fucking around with each other on a romantic level. Don't you want the person that you're romantically with to win, financially? So that eventually came about, but we did not meet each other on business, and that was not discussed. So even with me having expectations with him through business, I necessarily shouldn't even have, because that's not how the situation ever approached.
When it started, okay. But when it did get to business, he fucked you over. Okay.
I want to say he fucked me over.
He wasn't. He just was.
He broke. It was broken promises.
Okay, it was broken promises. Okay, and then also you had Armand Wiggins was fucked over by Jason Lee. You have Chelsea that was employee that was fucked over by Jason Lee. You have other employees that said Jason Lee do not like to pay people. Another black woman that worked for Hollywood Unlocked said she did not get paid, and that when she tried to associate with the celebrities, she was getting blackballed in the industry. So though you may,
let me tell you something. I can't personally go against what these people are saying, but I'm not gonna stunt. Them bitches are lying. Like, this nigga will put you in a fucking room with people you're not even supposed to be in a room with and introduce you to them as whoever he told you was, with no type of hesitation.
So you say that Chelsea,
these people, listen to me. I won't say they're lying, but they're not taking their opportunities and running with it. And a lot of motherfuckers want you to give more than what you're giving, and they look past the little shit that you done gave them. In order for you to even have this conversation with me and to know these people's name is because of what Jason put them on and the platform that he put them on. And people forget about all of that and think about, oh, well, I asked this nigga to do this or to do that, and he didn't do that. But you forgot about all of that shit that he did. And that's what I'm not taking away from this nigga. Like, granted, I asked him, could he put me in motion with this and that, but I'm never going to take away. I done met Little Kim, Cardi B,
I know Taylor,
you. I understand Montana, Yaya.
You were a guy that he was fucking. So let's be clear on that. But I also
I was a guy that he was fucking.
Melissa, do you know who Melissa Ford is?
Yes, I know who Melissa Ford is. And let me tell you, Melissa Ford got way more than what I got.
I understand that, but you know they fell out.
Yeah, I know, and I know y'all gonna call me crazy and
it was
blah,
the
blah, blah,
challenge,
blah,
and when
blah.
she got in an accident, and a lot of people say you wasn't there for Melissa Ford. He wasn't there,
and he was there for Melissa Ford. But let me tell you something.
And
Let me tell you
Melissa
something.
Ford
Pause.
came out and said that Jason wasn't a good
Let
business.
me tell you what Melissa Ford wanted.
That's what Melissa
Let
Ford.
me tell you. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
This man got on there and discussed Melissa Ford and what happened to her and said prayers to her. But this woman wanted this nigga to put her GoFundMe on his page and promote. Like, people want you to do more than what the fuck you are even supposed to do. And if I did put your GoFundMe on my page, on my personal platform, and did all of that, that's from the kindness of my heart. A person asking me to do some shit after he gave her money. I think he gave her like $20,000. I'm not for sure, but he put in money in her GoFund, and that wasn't even good enough for her. She wanted him not only to invest into her situation that he didn't even personally put her in. She didn't put herself in, but God put her in that situation. So not only did she want him to invest into the situation that she got put in, she wanted him to promote it. She wanted him to broadcast it on top of all of the shit that he's doing. And I get where she's coming from, but I also get where he's coming from. Bitch, I did what I did. I love you. You're here. We have this relationship, but this is my platform. This is what I worked extremely hard for. And I already gave you what I gave you, but this is not about you. And we're not going to make this about you. I didn't ask God to put you in that crash. I didn't ask for none of this shit, but everything that I had in place, whether it's an interview with a celebrity, whether it's a hot topic, all of that shit was already in stone. You getting into a fucking crash and damn near killing yourself and all of that, that shit came out of nowhere. I did what I can do in the moment, but if you think I'm about to go above and beyond due to the fact that we work on the same network, that is my network, bitch, you out your rabbit ass man in my head. And I feel like Jason probably felt the same way. And there's no bad blood to her, but people really have to see the bigger picture of things and not just look at what people say, you know?
And I want to say that with Melissa Ford, she felt very disappointed in Jason because Jason did not promote her GoFundMe, which he should have done it on all his platforms because Melissa have helped Jason in his show. She was one of the spotlights, one voices on that
He
platform.
paid her.
And he didn't do a good enough job in that regard. And I do believe she deserved to be heard. And he also had multiple other shows that he pretty much abandoned them so he can do his own show on Revolt and left DJ Damage out there. And
yeah, because DJ Damage was touching on fucking girls behind the scenes that they worked for, and he was getting messages from interns that he was fucking around with. So it was just messy behind the scenes that no one wanted it to get to the public. So that's why both of them left off. And it's so sad because it's making me feel like I'm here taking up for Jason. I'm not here taking up for no one. I'm just here stating the truth. And by me being behind the scenes and seeing everything for what it truly, really was, that nigga was doing inappropriate shit to young bitches. And Melissa was wanting things that she didn't even deserve.
And I also want to say this from the integrity of the show that everything that is being discussed, views and opinion of the guests, not the views and opinion of the host. But I will also say this though.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. Jason have been accused. Again, I'm here, and thank you, Paul, for sending me this. He was accused of flirting with a young man, a teenager, and the teenager was saying that they was on TikTok, and they were saying that Jason wanted to fly him out. So Jason have his own, and this is all alleged and everything. So this is how this goes, and I don't believe it was DJ Damage. I think it was Geo, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it was DJ Damage that who you are speaking on that was accused.
Oh, well, maybe. And let me tell y'all another thing.
With,
I could be speaking on the wrong person.
Yes, I think he probably is. I don't think it's DJ Damage.
Let me tell you, I could probably be speaking on the complete wrong person, and I apologize, DJ Damage, for putting out them false accusations of you. That's why I said allegedly. But another thing is, y'all, I'm really out the way. I don't know anything, but I also am not going to take the fact that I'm around this stuff and I hear it, and what I hear is what I hear, and everything I'm saying is literally from the source. I would not be sitting here saying anything that I heard from someone else that I wasn't 100% true of. I don't know personally the names because I was never really into that, but I do know that I have been around and heard conversations that we I could talk about because I haven't signed the NDA, but I would not talk about, you know. So I have been around, and yeah. So and you're right. I probably am talking about the other person. So I apologize.
Yeah, and definitely hearing that, and we definitely having this dialogue. I would say I think it's an incredible conversation that needs to be had about Jason and how he was able to move. But I do want to respect that Jason is an amazing host. I love his show on Revoke. I don't know if you watch it. I love his interview that he did with Lala and that other actor as well. I love this interview he did with Cardi, and the interview that he did with so many other people have been so iconic. One of my favorite interviews from Jason Lee is when he interviewed Jennifer Lewis when she wrote her book, The Black Mother of Hollywood, and because of her book, encouraged Jason to write his autobiography as well. So I am a fan of Jason. Now, it's some things I disagree with Jason, yes, but I remember when Jason Lee got on this platform before he left the gagging and he did Revoke. His last episode, he addressed the Wiley Show. He said, you know, Wiley, I messed up. Wiley jerks off when he mentions me, and Wiley would be on my level in the next 40 years. And that's what he said verbatim on his show. And now we're sitting with his ex, and you did really good with the ex because the ex is
Um,
exposing you. So, I
and
mean,
even with when you say X, pause, 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 pause. Um, Me and this nigga never ever established a relationship. We
oh,
did things that you would do in a relationship, and in that moment we were only with each other. But as far as us saying like, oh, we in a relationship, this is every day and all of this and that, um, no, it wasn't that. And I'm not gonna lie and say it was. We dated. We were very romantic. We were exclusive within ourselves in our own, you know, sanctuary. But he also, and we both did discuss about other people, you know, and like, how would you feel if I been with this other person or anything in that nature? So it was very, you know, open in a way, and it wasn't this like relationship type
okay,
thing.
all right, geez. You know,
Yeah,
it's. I'm glad that um hearing this and giving us this. And I can't wait to drink with you. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to drink our fucking Hennessy and Red Bull together. Do you smoke?
In Chicago because it's legal.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, every time I go to Chicago, I go get edibles and smoke in Chicago because it's legal in the state of Illinois.
Exactly. So yeah, me too. I only smoke in legal cities and states. So I can't wait till we are in a legal place to, you know,
Absolutely.
have a very, very, very good time. And like I said,
Yes.
for the company.
I wow, just having this conversation and people is already submitting this to Jason. Um
And please don't, y'all. Like another thing, and even if Jason do see this, I want to tell Jason, it's no hard feelings. This is not a race, it's a marathon. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm not here to make anybody be less than what they are. And what we have behind this shit is what we have, you know? And that's just that. And what I get paid off in my job in the entertainment industry don't have shit to do with my personal life. Whether it's with a celebrity, whether it's with a nigga who don't got shit, it has nothing to do with my career. And I don't want it to have anything to do with my career. So yeah, I don't want to be no Cat Stacks or no Celine sitting over here talking about rappers and bloggers and shit that I done fuck. Like that's not the impression I'm trying to give. I have so much more shit to offer than
yeah,
that. If I only had looks and a big dick and a nice ass to offer, then I'll be sitting up here bragging about my sex life with all of these niggas that I done fucked in the industry. But personally, I have so much more to offer that it will be a dishonor to just sit here and talk about that and to sit here and tell y'all all of this shit. It would lessen the whole situation. So it's no hard feelings. I'm so grateful for the relationships that I had with people, and I'm proud of Jason and everybody.
So have you ever fucked a celebrity before?
Yeah, of course.
And you had to sign an NDA, correct?
Some people I had to sign an NDA, and it wasn't to have sex with them. It was to sign an NDA because other reasons. It wasn't just for sex, but then when you eventually do have sex, you can't talk about that either, you know? So yeah.
Football players, basketball players, singers.
A lot of it is weird, but I didn't fucked a lot of, oh my God, I should never say fuck. I didn't hung out with a lot of stylists. It's weird, but a lot of like A-list stylists and NFL players. I haven't fucked around with an NBA player, but it's a really famous soccer player that been like hitting me up lately, but I'm in a relationship, so you know how that goes. Yeah. So no NBA players, just NFL and rappers and bloggers, of course. And stylists. It's been a lot of stylists. I wish I could tell y'all. I could tell y'all the names. But no. I can tell y'all one name, and he's really, I won't say that, but y'all, and a lot of pretty boys can relate to me. I know Colin, Cardi B stylist, Colin, whatever. I know Colin has hit up a lot of y'all pretty boys who's right here watching this right now. I know we can all relate about Colin Carter. That's the only thing I could say, and we're going to leave it at that. Shout out to Colin.
And the rapper?
Can't talk about the rappers. NDA. That's one thing about rappers. They don't play about them NDAs. So, but stylists, they don't talk about NDAs. So, it is what it is.
So, were the rappers that you dealt with, were they married? Were they married rappers? Do you know of? Did they have?
No, I never. Hold on. No. It's not a lot of rappers that are actually married when you think about it. But no, I never dealt with a married rapper. But I have dealt with a rapper that was in a relationship with a girl. Yeah. But not no married. No.
Where was it one time or was it like a couple of occasions?
I dealt with different rappers. I don't know. I'm not gonna. What I say by I don't know is that I'm not about to sabotage myself to get no clout. You know, so what I did is what I did, and tomorrow is still tomorrow. So I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, I fucked this and that and that and this. Like, hell no. For what? What? No, hell no. So you know, out of respect for myself.
Out of respect, out of it. So you were the top in all entities, or you bottom?
I'm a fully versed. And sometimes when it comes to business, I'm really about my business. And when it comes down to business, I have a very great business and I produce great quality. So everything about me is good quality. Okay. I am really, really big on quality. So quality is what I'm about.
Did you ever go to those rapper houses or was always in a hotel?
It was a hotel. I never been to a rapper house. I'm not a girl. I'm still a boy. You could probably see that I'm gay. You know, like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like this this nigga that I'm not. I never been to a rapper house or anything like that. It's probably boys who have experienced that. Shout out to them. But me personally, they call me to a hotel. I never been to. I go to the W. I ain't gonna stunt. They call me and tell me to go to the fucking W. PH. Penthouse.
So, did they pay you or was it for free?
I like to get paid. If it's temporary and it's not long jeopardy, and you coming to me because I look a certain way or you think a certain thing about me, I'm gonna ask you for money. Or we're gonna talk about business. I'm not gonna act like I'm not. I'm not gonna, yeah, we're gonna talk about fucking business. Yeah. And if it's not business, we're not talking. So yeah, you know how that goes.
So you have escort, that's part of your
escort. No, I don't escort. I'm not an escort. But I do know my worth. I do know that these individuals are not getting in contact with me for no reason. I do know that it's a million other niggas, gay niggas in this planet that they can be reaching out to. I never reached out to anybody. So for you to reach out to me and reach out to me for a lustful reason, whether it's physical or anything in that nature, it's not a genuine reason of like organically knowing my spirit. So if you don't know my spirit and know me for who I am, and you trying to get to know me on a personal level, you're going to pay. You're going to pay because you're taking the easy way out. And when you take the easy way out with almond, you never take the easy way out. So it's gonna be something to something. That's all I'm gonna say.
What is your price range? 5,000, 2,000, 5,000?
It depends on the person. And it depends on what I need at the moment. So if I need 10,000, if I need 20,000, whatever the fuck I need in that moment, if you can supply that, you will supply that because you will not be in my presence if you don't. But yeah, so whatever I need in that moment, I'm gonna get it. And I'm gonna make sure I get not only that, but I'm gonna get more because you never want to just get what you need because once you get what you need, you still gonna have wants. So I make sure I get my needs and my wants if it's not genuine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So $10,000-$15,000, you would be down.
It just depends. Hold on for 1 second. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. We have Armin Roberts, the ex of Jason Lee and ex of Shamar and best friends or friends with Mimi. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's good to have this conversation with you. And we got into some things really, but somebody you in a relationship, right? But if somebody were to offer you $20,000 cash, would you be down with it? And if so, would you have to get permission from your boyfriend?
No, I don't need $20,000. If I needed it, maybe. But currently in my life, I am so blessed that that's not what I need. And the dude that I'm with right now currently, and it's so crazy because I don't even want to speak on this, and this will probably be my first and my last time speaking on it. But I want to marry him. And when you want to marry a nigga or a bitch or anybody you want to marry, it's no dime that somebody can put on you to make you give your body away in that aspect. So no, it's not. I'm good. I'm blessed. And it's not a dime that a nigga, like if I was single, yeah, maybe. But I'm happy. I'm content. I'm financially where I need to be. I would not fuck a nigga for money. I won't fuck a nigga honestly at all. So yeah, I'm good. I'm really good.
Okay. All right. Thank you, bruh, for coming on. I want to make sure you have announced it everything. I know we talked about your business. We talked about everything. This originally was supposed to be a 60-minute conversation turned into almost 2 hours. But
Are you serious?
absolutely, I told you, I said, when we get to talking, time flies when you having fun.
Yes.
And like my audience, they are loving you in the chat, and they are saying, "Oh my God, he's one of the best guests you had interviewed so far."
Well, I can't see any of the comments, but I truly appreciate it, y'all. I'm just being
Yes.
honest, and I love everybody, and I thank y'all for that because I didn't been in so many situations where people then humiliated me or talk shit that I'm used to people saying negative things about me. So to hear positive feedback is absolutely beautiful, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, y'all. And I know this conversation wasn't based on what I truly want to do and how I can help people and all of that aspect. But I just want y'all to know that I am here for y'all, and I'm here to get everybody to a higher level than what I am currently at. So that's all. I love everybody. It's
Love
no
you.
hard feelings
Love
for
you.
nobody.
Thank you for coming on the show. And I'm going to see you the link so you can vote for me because I was nominated for an award. That's how I will be in Atlanta for the award show. So,
Okay, so make sure not only do you send me this link, but everybody that's watching this, can y'all please help this beautiful king get to the next level in life? Like, come
absolutely.
on, y'all, vote for the fucking
Yes.
award.
Vote. Yes.
Go vote. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
make
Thank
sure
you.
everybody that I personally know vote for you.
Thank
So
you,
you will
brother.
be good.
You have it. You love to turn up. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming
I
on.
love you.
Love you, brother. Thank you.
All right, and I
Bye-bye.
just exit off, right? All
Yeah,
right.
I edged you off. I got you.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Yes, man. Okay, we interviewed him. And people were saying, well, why are you interviewing these people? Y'all that's sitting in the audience don't understand my target, what I'm doing. The job, I'm doing something. I can't really announce it. But so that's why I'm interviewing these people on the show. Y'all didn't understand he was associated with the baby mama. He's associated with Shamar. He was associated with Jason. And I understand why I interview. Some of y'all will get it in a couple of days, okay? But we will continue to interview people from the LGBT community. Now, if you don't like it, you can do this. You can get on up, hit the door, because this is my show. And I'm going to interview anybody I want to interview. If you don't like it, goodbye. We will get 3,000 people to replace you. Okay? We will continue to interview drag queens. We will continue to interview trans women. We will continue to interview escorts. We will continue to interview. We got some prostitutes that's coming. We got some crackheads, some meth addicts. We going to interview these people. And so we're going to continue to interview gangsters. We got gangbangers coming on the show. We're going to continue to interview these people. We're not a one-stop type of show. We would never be that. We're not in no one box. One day we could talk about the thugs, and the next day we could be preaching. We could have Bishop T.D. Jakes on the show. All I tell you is buckle your seatbelt, click that like button, and enjoy the show. Because this is the era of where we're going. You don't know who's going to sit in my presence. So that is what we're going to do. We have already changed the game. Right now, you got people that want to preach and wear preacher's robes. They understand that. I don't care how you wear a preacher's robe. I don't care how you put on a wig. You can't be Wiley. You ain't Wiley. So you can take an idea, paint an idea, put on a wig, and do all of that. But you can't be me because there's only one Wiley. There's only one cockeyed Wiley show, and that is me. So you can take an idea and use it on your show all day long. I will continue to be me. Because I do things because I want you to copy me. I want you to be inspired, to have influence, and bring it in your show. Because that'll let you know, okay, bruh, that's what I do. Okay, sis. Do it. But you can't be me. So I get it. I understand. We get this only one me. I understand when I get up to preach, even Larry was upset that we preaching, doing prayer calls. And we will continue to do preach. We continue to do prayer calls. We will continue to do it. I will continue to say, holy, holy, holy. I will continue to do that because it's a part of me. And whatever is a part of me, we will continue to do it on my show. Okay? So that's what we do over here on the Wiley Show. We continue to do that because he was associated with Jason. And I already know people all over there, they're watching. Jason is watching. His team is watching. The blogs are watching. And y'all are watching. It's about creating conversation. I never want a predictable show. I've always wanted it to be unpredictable. You don't know what type of show you're going to get when you tune into the Wiley Show. All right? And when we get a baby, we're going to be bringing our baby on the show. Have a family channel. She better not get pregnant because it's going to turn right into a family channel. Meet the Wileys. That's going to be another wing of a brand. And of course, I get why he didn't spill no tea. I understand. Jason is a very powerful person in this industry. He uses his power to get through these rooms. You can't get into space without having some type of power and some type of control. I get it. He didn't want to spill no tea because he's associated with a network. All right, I ain't going to say the network. I ain't going to say the network. I ain't going to say the network. He's communicating with them. And if he go in trash Jason, that opportunity can go away. So I understand that. But I just want you on camera and sit beside me because I can still spin it because you still spilled some tea. You sitting here is you being a tea spiller. Associated with me is a tea spiller. Talking about the guy, that Danny Boy, tea spiller. So I appreciate that because it shows Jason, oh crap, Wiley got my ex. What they talking about? So that's what we do over here at the Wiley Show. We will continue to do it. We have other interviews planned for the Wiley Show. We will continue to do it. Because most of y'all that's in the chat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's about 5, 6 people commenting. The majority is in the bushes. I don't have 500 people commenting. It's maybe about 5 or 6 of y'all, a handful of y'all commenting. But majority of y'all is in them bushes. I love the people that comment. But when you do this, you really have to cater for people in the comments, yes. But it's about them people in the bushes that you do not see, that do not comment. Nowhere near dropping in the bushes. And I understand that. When you do a show, you do a pre-show, you do an interview, and then you get to your hot topics. I watch a lot of WWE wrestling. And if you know in WWE, they do the pre-show, they do the they do the mid-card, they do, all of that. And then the main event is the main event. But you build towards the main event. You don't put the main event, the first match of the show. You don't put Stone Cold versus The Rock in the first match. You put that towards the end. You don't put talking about Sharrell's world in the beginning. You talk about that last. Because the majority of you want to hear what I got to say about her. To build that up. And if you think the pre-show is long, then give. I'll continue to make the pre-show 5 hours long. Don't give me an idea and you ain't giving. You want the pre-show at 10 minutes? Then give me $10,000 and we won't have a pre-show. We just get to the main event. And go to Armand Wiggins' show and tell him to do what he has to do. But y'all don't go to these other shows and do that. Go to Tasha and Armand. You're going to get cussed out and blocked. Go to Armand Wiggins and tell him not to do that. And watch how he drag you and cuss you out. You ain't gonna do it. You're gonna sit your hind part in them bushes and take it. But you come over here at the Wiley Show, and I love it what you do, because you get me hot and bothered, and you say what you want to say to Wiley. I get it, because you think you can say it. And we allow you to say it. We're going to respond. But you ain't going to tell that to Armand Wiggins or Jason or Tasha. Never you ain't going to say it, because you could get blocked and cussed out. You ain't going to say it to Lovely T. Even if you give Lovely T a super chat, she going to read your super chat and still block you. And they will say, well, Armand will give you pre-show. Armand is at 165,000 subscribers. He don't have to do a pre-show. He have an established brand. He's at a level. I ain't at that level, so I'm not going to do what he do. Even though he's still a small content creator, because he don't have any brand deals. And I'm not talking about just Fashion Nova. I'm talking about brand deals that's worth millions of dollars. All right? Let's talk about it. Okay? So I will continue to interview LGBT folks. Not going to stop. I got somebody that's on the DL want to come on the show. We bringing them on. This is my show. And I'm going to do what I want to do on my show. Tasha Gay got specials on her show. And she doing what she do best for her program. And I get it. And we continue to do it. So if you don't like it, then you go watch you another show, because we're going to keep on watching. We're going to keep on interviewing. Because before y'all was here, the community was here. Before you comment, it was the community that gave me my name. It was the LGBTQIA community that was watching The Wiley Show, that gave Wiley a chance, interviewed on The Wiley Show. It was the community that was there. The LGBT community, gay artists and drag queens, trans women, all over, prostitutes, escorts. They was the one that was over here that gave us a chance. So I'm going to always be loyal to the community that gave me my chance. All right? I don't care. Oh, wow, you stay on the topic too long. So what? I stay on it for 5 hours. It's my show. Good and Pentecostal rebuke. Thank you, LaRonda. I stay on the topic for 55 hours. It's mine. I can talk about how long I want to talk about it. Oh, you do it too. It's my show. I know some content creators that's on Twitch go live for 25 hours. 20-some hours they live. And they got 100,000 people watching. Well, I'm just trying to help you. You ain't trying to help me. You don't even give nothing. You ain't trying to help. You just want to criticize. Go help the homeless out there that's broke and homeless and help them and give to the Wiley Show. You ain't trying to help me. No, I don't need that type of help. Keep it. You ain't giving no cash. Keep that help. I don't want it. Take it to somebody else that want that and watch how you get dragged and cussed out. You don't even give $1. You think I'm going to listen to you? You don't give a quarter? No, I ain't listening to it. Don't even DM me. You're going to get blocked. I blocked 300 people instantly. You don't give $1. I ain't listening to you. Now, if you a giver, you got my ear because you give. I'm talking about if you give big money. Of course I listen to you because you give money. Listen to you and give $1, all you do is complaining. I ain't listening to you. You're going to get blocked. I block plenty of people on my DM. All the people that you keep sending me stuff about other bloggers, the same, regurgitating stuff, nothing new, you're going to be blocked. And don't respond to me in an email. Going to be blocked there. And the reason why I'm explaining it, because it's content. I will block you in a second, especially on my IG. Anything in my IG, if you come in with some bull that say block, 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 but I'll wait till you get to a full paragraph and block. And go to sleep easily. So, we got 594 people in the chat. You know why? Because they watch it. They tell Wiley what to do because Wiley is cockeyed. They think he disabled and slow. Tell that to somebody else. Though I may look dusty and cockeyed, I ain't slow. You can't tell me what to do when you ain't giving. Jay said, this is my big money, LOL. I like the pre-show. Keep it up. Oh, we gonna keep up the pre-show. And so that's what I have to say about the Wiley Show. So we about to get into our main topic, but I was saying because people were DMing, Wiley, what's the name got on a choir robe, a preacher robe, trying to be. Yeah, he was on Bingo. Didn't nobody view him on Bingo. They ain't watched that show. Him and Milan didn't watch that show on Bingo. Of course he got to intimidate, wear a preacher's robe, because didn't nobody talk about it. He thought, I'm on Bingo. I'm interviewing Milan. I'm hosting. I'm over there on Bingo with my chain showing my chest. Didn't nobody, not one YouTuber talked about it. They ain't even put it in the title. It came and went because it wasn't interesting. It was boring. How many dating shows we can see with Milan Christopher, a man that share his peen and use his butt and put stuff in his butt and all that type of stuff, scammed and people all around and pretending like he's so wealthy and rich. That's the same tied and delayed type of program, type of formula. Nobody care nothing about that. The same type of thing. Dating show, the same type of form. I'm tired of that. So no, I didn't watch it. No. It was boring. We ain't watching that. And they thought it was gonna go viral. I get an email from Bingo. And they sent me the link. Didn't even talk about it that day. No, I ain't talking about it. I did my show. Ain't talking about that show. Who cares? This is boring. I don't care y'all send me that email. I ain't talking about it without a check. I'm going to trash it. I ain't stunned Milan. He's a scammer, a thief. I will never forget Milan Christopher and another brother. I ain't going to say his name because we just made up recently. Milan came to Chicago, lied to them people in the community, and he did a ball. Said the MTV cameras, the VH1 cameras coming, had the girls getting all made up, and then 2 houses was tied for winning the grand prize of $5,000 to $10,000 at that time, and they didn't want to break the tie, and so they just ended the ball and took the money and didn't give the house the money. So I will never forget what Milan Christopher did. He's trashed then and he's trashed now. And then when his stinking bald-headed tail went and got on Love and Hip Hop, and before he was on Love and Hip Hop, he was on the Wiley Show. We would call, we would bring it on the radio show. We showed him love. We post him on the website. But when his stinking tail got on the reality show, he acts so brand new, talking about it ain't a good look, my staff, my publishers, all this type of stuff. Hurt my feelings by not coming on the show. And I said, as soon as I get another opportunity, I'm going to remind him he evil, and I don't care nothing about him. I don't care what network he worked with. He's trash in my eyes. Trash. I don't care if he's on a Douche Network, Dash Network, what the hell it is. He's still trash. Because I will never forget what he did and said to me when he had the opportunity to come on the show and give me some opportunity to come on the show. Now that you made it, you should come back to the people that appreciated you, that put you on when nobody knew your stinking tail. But when your stinking tail got put on, you act like you didn't know Wiley. So I don't care if you're on the Douche Network on Bingo trying to get men to come inside your butthole that you done created and put all that juice and all them shots in your butt. No, I ain't coming. It's trash. And you can't fight. Yeah, you didn't left Zeus Network because Jonathan came there with them hands and you got scared. Pathetic, got so scared and embarrassed that you left Zeus because you couldn't even fight. All you do is talk. You talk trash on Bingo, but when it's time to throw them hands, you couldn't throw them. Jonathan came in the house and threw the whole house up, and you couldn't even do it. And then you brought your friend with your stinking tail, and your friend got his butt whooped, and then you want to leave the network and went, oh, Nelly did it like that. They set me up, saying I didn't want to fight and all that type of stuff. And then you left and went to another network. Then you started your own network. That flopped, so now you got to work over there with Ray J and Bingo. What happened to your network that you was going to start for the guys in it? It flopped hard. And the only reason why you associate with Armand is because you fell out with Jason Lee. That's the only reason why you gave that man a chance. You weren't studying Armand Wiggins. You used to trash him and talk about it. Say you wanted to beat him up and did all them type of things. Then you fell out with Jason. Now Armand Wiggins is your best friend. Oh, you want him on the show. Oh, with your stinking tail, fake phony stuff, fake. So that's what happened with that situation. So I just had to let that be known and get that off my chest. All right, now we at the 2-hour mark. All right, we at the 2-hour mark, but I had to say that because I want people to know I ain't scared of these people. I'm gonna make it in the industry. If I don't make it by that, it's gonna be another way. Milan Christopher, it may not be that way with him. I can't stand that man. Put me in the room, I'm gonna throw them hands. Put me in the room with him. Put me on the Dash Network. I know ratings gonna be through the roof. He ain't ready for nobody like that. He wants somebody to bow down and kiss that big, beautiful butt that he didn't pay for and put all that concrete in there. That ain't his real butt. He paid for that. So that's what he did. And so we was going to respond to it in my own way. So that is what I have to say about that with brother Milan Christopher. And so that's just how that goes. And we will see about that, and we will continue to talk about that. And if I ever see Milan, I'm gonna let him know, man to man, what you did, bro, was wrong. And I'm gonna always remind you of that. Never forget. Always remind you of that. Now let's get to Sharrell's world. Let's get to Sharrell's world. Now this chick is trash. Y'all know that. Sharrell's world and her husband Perry decided to befriend a YouTuber, a viewer, and bring them on the bring this particular person on their panel. And they had this conversation with this brother, and came out there, and Mr. Perry decided to put his name in a title and say that he's a crackhead and all of these type of things. But the brother came out on his YouTube page and said that Sharrell wanted his peen and that Perry peen don't work. And there are videos of Perry after Michael, the guy's name is Michael, dragged Sharrell on Armand Wiggins' former best friend channel the previous night. What it doesn't matter that you got a 60-year-old grandmother, these are grandparents in their 60s, on Beyonce internet cutting up Sharrell and her husband, keyboard gangsters. They're talking about brother Michael, but they know not to talk about brother Wiley. Sharrell talked about me one time. I came at her strong and exposed her dusty wig, her man peen don't work, and her puss is dry. So she got up off me. Then she went live with them blank sheets of paper, talking about she gonna sue. We still waiting on that lawsuit. She don't put my name in the title. She don't discuss me. Neither does her husband. They would discuss brother Michael because they think they control him, but they damn sure ain't gonna bring brother Wiley name. Tell her to put that name in the title and talk about it. She brought me on there one time and we dragged that situation, and she didn't like me ever since. 60-some years old, supposed to be in somebody's nursing home, reading to the residents and singing to the resident and doing their hair. You got her on there talking the way that she talking with that messed up voice of hers. And she was talking about the housewives, but they got through with her dusty tail and tried to sue her. And now she's trying to talk about the beef sector and talk about Larry Reed and all the people, because people in the reality series don't pay any mind. Bravo don't care nothing about her. VH1 thinks she's trash. All the Real Housewives think she's trash. All of them, the Beverly Hills, all of them think she's trash and garbage. So now she got to go and cater towards Larry Reed and these other folks because they don't care for her like that. And then she lied about her husband because Monica from All About the Tea exposed that Mr. Perry is her husband and not her co-host. And she got mad about that because her stank tail with that dusty wig had Perry in some other room, and they pretended like they didn't know each other. He was just a fan. They was married and still married to this day. And then you got Mr. Perry want to come against brother Michael and call him a crackhead. But was he a crackhead when y'all was using him on the platform? You, man, when your peen don't work, I'd rather be on crack than to have a peen that's dysfunctional and you can't give pleasure to your wife. And she got to talk about Wiley to get her rocks off. Was he a crackhead when you was using for a click and a view? Was he a crackhead, Shireen, when you wanted to ride that man peen? Was he a crackhead then, allegedly? Was he a crackhead then? And then you decide, Sharrell, World, and Perry, call the cops on that brother. They send the SWAT team to the brother. He crying, upset. Y'all call the cops. Oh, me, call the cops on him, allegedly. Here you are, black woman, you want to be Karen. With that dusty wig. I can just imagine with that wig and them blank sheet of paper and you in that office space look like it's built out of the 1950s calling the cops on brother Michael. And brother Michael got the cops called to that man's house. They need to send the fashion police to your house to give you a new wardrobe. They need to send Tay to your house to give you a new wig. Because Tay ain't doing enough for Nikki, because somebody need to call Tay to really come there and put you on a new wig, and need to call the fashion police to put you on a whole new wardrobe. And then somebody needs to call the doctor and the peen doctor to help them make that man peen rises. Because I know it don't work. Call the peen doctor. Tell him to give him that peen, give him some good old Viagra so that peen can rise. That's why he mad. You see, they don't talk about the Wiley Show. How you doing, Ash? $1.99. Thank you. They don't mention the Wiley Show. None of these people mention my name. Why? Because they can't go tit for tat with me. Yes, I believe Brother Michael. Yes, I believe that Sharrell wanted to ride his face with them twisted, nappy hairs on her yoni. Yes, I believe Brother Michael. And if you sue me, then subpoena me and Brother Michael. Thank you, moderators, because anybody that come in here changing the subject, block them immediately. Thank you, moderators, for doing that. Anybody that's changing the subject, block them. Thank you. And that's what I believe. She weak. Perry, you weak. I ain't gonna let my woman do that much controlling. I'll put her in her place or divorce her in them dusty wigs. She came at me one time and she put that video down because she got dragged. Oh, he did this to the library? Then he shouldn't be on the internet. Who are you telling me to be? If you could be on the internet with them dusty wigs and your husband could be on the internet with that peen that don't work, then I could be on the internet with my bipolar. You could be on the internet with that dusty wig. Your husband could be on there with that peen that don't work. I could be on the internet with my bipolar. So no, she ain't gonna do a video. They're gonna do nicknames. They're gonna act like we don't exist. And great. But they watch. Just like she called Jaguar right. And Jaguar came. Yeah, Sharrell called me and said that you were talking about me. Sharrell called me. That's when they were cool because she was using Jag, the mentally ill. She was calling me. She called me and brought Jag here, and she thought Jag was going to get here, and she got dragged and ran off the show fast, quicker than her. And she said, well, Wiley, she going to let her sue. Bring me on that courtroom. So I can sit beside Sharrell and smell her odor. Be right there. Because you're going to have to spend every dime. Because we going all the way to try and take it nothing down. Are we going all the way to trial? You're going to spend that money. You're going to have to spend every single dime. Don't even send a cease and desist. I'm going to blow my nose with it. You got to spend every dime. We're going to get Olga. You're going to spend every quarter. So go right ahead. We ain't John Yates. We ain't none of these people. Now don't scare me. You go to civil court. That's a good Christmas gift. Be right there. So go on and sue. Go ahead with your lawsuit. We're going to be there every day. Be right beside you. And there's going to be some amazing content. Thank you. And we had to come on here live and talk about that because it came up, and my producer came up and they said, we have to talk about it. I said, we're going to talk about it. Give it to me. We're going to talk about it. They ain't going to do nothing but give money. They're going to give and donate. That don't scare me with a lawsuit. Please. I've been in court multiple times. You think being in court with a blogger going to scare me? I've been locked up in mental institutions. You think a courtroom for a civil suit with Sharrell's World and Mr. Perry? Because y'all going to have to travel to Texas and leave Las Vegas. Y'all spending the money. Because even Larry didn't sue nobody. And you going to tell Larry, why don't you sue? You're going to have to sue. You're going to have to, he ain't sued nobody. Larry Reid too busy pumped up with Shamar, eating birthday cakes, getting shoes from Bishop Bernard Jordan, and he ain't sued a soul. Because he know I'm going to have to spend all that money. I have to go all the way. He ain't doing it. He loved little teenage boys and everything like that. He already know, man, I like it. It is what it is. I got exposed. I ain't going to sue. I'm going to just act like it don't exist and move on with my life and wear my black boots that Bishop Bernard Jordan gave me, that I didn't use and prophesize over the poor and having the poor send all their money in order for you to have on some boots that Bishop Bernard Jordan gave you. Ain't sued a soul. He ain't sued Levante, none of these people. Didn't sue Tasha, Bishop Whitehead, nobody. He ain't sue a soul. He just got up and lied to all them people. You lied to everybody. Didn't sue a soul. Just sat there and lied. And still taking the church's money. Liar. Hey, I'm going to sue. I'm going to do. And didn't do nothing. Because you know it's in the closet of you touching Levante cakes. What about his birthday? Of how you took advantage of him? Thank you, All About the Tea. Excellent content, Wiley. Thank you for that super sticker. Thank you. What about that? What about Levante's birthday? I mean, if his birthdays, that he had to think of smelling your odor of you putting your mouth on him when he was a teenage boy on his birthday. What about his birthday? That he had to be reminded of how you violated him and snatched his cookies. What about Levante's birthday? Yes, I'm still on Levante. Justice for Levante. What about that? I'm not singing no happy birthday to a man that took advantage of a teenage man and you were a grown man against that man's will. You think I'm going to sing you a happy birthday? No. I ain't happy for you or your birthday. What Larry Reid did was wrong. He wrong for what he did. And then using the money, paying Sharrell's World, and she can't even put on and buy a new slab of makeup and hair. And then he went over there to T.S. Madison, paid her $500, and you got her shaking and everything else in there. She getting excited because she get and T.S. Madison, I'm just going to pray. I'm going to pray right there. I'm going to really pray right there. Pray on the church. God ain't going to hear that prayer. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know if you want to be a man today, a woman tomorrow. He ain't hearing that prayer from you. The prayer is you get delivered. He ain't pray. Listen to that prayer. That prayer ain't going nowhere. When you, one day you a woman, next day you talk about your pee, the next day you want to be honored as a woman, the next day you dragging a woman and her pad, and her long period pad, and dragging her. You don't know who you are. Talking about praying. Pray is that you know who you are. I'm just gonna pray. I'm just gonna pray. I'm just gonna pray on the matter. And then he gave $500. He just up and down. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. He gave me $500. Just bouncing. Get someone set out. I'm just gonna pray about it. He bouncing around. You should see that look. So thank you. We're gonna drop the link because I think Brother Michael, I don't know if you want to say something because I think he's in a chat. We're gonna bring Brother Michael on. If you want to say something, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. I just had to say that really quickly. And Sharrell's World, y'all can send that to her as well, and to her husband. Okay. You can send that to her husband as well. If you want to do it. You can send it to her husband. If her husband want to be on, they're more than welcome to come on. Because we put an address on it. These people are senior citizens. You 60-some years old, and you can't even put an address on it. I just use a nickname. You 60 years old, put an address on it so we know who you're talking about. All right, give me a second here. Brother Michael, how are you doing, sir?
I'm blessed and highly favored and unbothered. How you doing?
You say you blessed and highly favored. Now, when you say you blessed and highly favored, is that because you on crack? Do you do crack?
No, sir. I'm clean and sober, but that's, they use that on everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. You said you clean and sober. So have you ever done crack?
That's not none of your business, but
Michael, have you ever done crack? That's a yes or no.
That's none of your business. And
how do Perry know and called you a crackhead? Did you tell him, hey man, when I was younger, I saw
well, if you saying if I've ever done crack, if I witnessed somebody smoking crack and blowing on my dick, then I guess I would be smoking. I didn't smoke, but it was blue on my dick for my dick to get harder.
So somebody blew crack on your dick so it can get harder.
Yeah, I mean, my shit already get hard, but when you into some freaky shit, and a bitch be like, damn, let me smoke this and blow some smoke on your dick. I've done that. So if that's what you call smoke crack, yeah, I smoke crack then. Okay. But I've never put the pipe in my mouth and smoked it. I let a lot of bitches smoke crack and blow the smoke on my dick because I paid $10, $15 for some good sex. You know what I'm saying? I said, bitch, suck the sleeve off this motherfucker. You hear me?
So how did Perry know that you did crack? Did you tell Perry that you were associated with people that put crack on your peen?
Yes, sir.
And then Perry took that and said that. So what?
Yeah, he felt. Let me take off some of this shit because man, I'm gonna do my shit in like 5 minutes. Let me so I can hold on, drop some of this shit off of here. Can you hear me? Am I echoing?
No, I can hear you good. So you had a conversation about the crack. Tell us about that.
No, I told him how I used to pick hoes up, you know what I'm saying? And, we had good conversations, you know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, nigga, I said, shit, them bitches used to get in there. Because if you got $5 or $6, you get some pussy for some crack, you know what I'm saying? So I used to pick, I ain't proud of it, but I mean, I'm just saying what I did. I tell any motherfucker, this is my story, let me tell it. So I used to pick hoes up when I had my car and shit before my last car got towed. Nigga, I used to get plenty of head from hoes. You know what I'm saying? And they like, I just need 5 or 2 or 3. Nigga, I could get pussy for $2. You know what I'm saying? They just need to, they already had 8 and all they needed was $2, So I told him all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So now